standing in the Historic Records Center at the Fairfax Historic Courthouse, and our room holds all of the court records from 1742 through the early 1900s. And the purpose of this room is to have these records available to any member of the public or anyone else who'd like to come and use them, view them, learn about them. We have all of our indexes together so that when you first come in, you would consult the indexes to know what book you needed to go to next. We have them organized primarily by record group, so we have all of our deed books or land records grouped together, all of our probate records or will books grouped together, and then court order books, which record the day-to-day activity of the court, would all be grouped together. So when someone passes away and they write their will or they have an inventory taken of the property in their estate, we have those books. Marriage license are alphabetical. Pretty much all court records are kept chronologically, so it's when the record is created is kind of where it starts. So it's not alphabetical. You'd have to consult the index in order to be able to find something. We have not only records which you think of as a court record, like a marriage license, the land records, but we also have things like anytime somebody wanted to build a road, they had to petition the court to build that road. So we have plats and requests from the various citizens for that. We have records where somebody wanted to build a tavern. We have records where the coroner would view a body and then have to determine how someone died. We have records from the poorhouse. So we have all of these very interesting records that you wouldn't necessarily think of as court records, but are the early history of the county. So really what we're doing now with our records is trying to reprocess them to make them easier for people to use. We either put them into new indexes or we create new folder numbers so that when somebody requests a document, we can find it for them easier. We still have the opportunity to process documents that have been in bundles for many, many years that no one has seen. So one thing that surprises people the most when they come to use our record room for research or for a tour or for any other reason is that the records we have here are all original. Fairfax County was founded in 1742, and that's when record keeping started in Fairfax County.
We have, of course, George and Martha Washington's wills. One of the other favorites of mine is we have a minute book from during the Civil War, and when the Union soldiers took over Fairfax Courthouse, there was a lot of graffiti, and it goes from just putting their names in there to drawing stick figures to IOUs and some others that you can't repeat on TV.
Well, I'm working to identify the ship that was found in Old Town Alexandria about 2 years ago. So we hope to use the history that's found here to determine what type of ship it was, the kind of trade it was carried, what kind of goods it carried, where they were taken.
What's great is these records are available for anyone to pull off the shelves and look at and utilize however they need to. So whenever you go to an archives room, one of the main rules is, of course, don't use pen. You always want to use pencil around original documents, and also no food and drink, of course. But other than that, we really try to make the records as accessible as possible. You don't see us walking around with gloves or anything like that. You don't have to worry about bringing any sort of supply like that with you when you come. This job is unique, so I enjoy the fact that it's a very unique position, but it's the fact that we do get to interact every day with the history of the county and to discover things every day.
I really truly believe that your history is what defines you. This is a cool place to be. It's part of Fairfax County's history, and of course with all the different elements of the clerk's job, from probate to marriage licenses to civil and criminal cases, it's always something that keeps you on your toes.